morning, yellow lines passing through. And I don't know where I'm going, but I know what I'm telling you. Oh, wherever you may go, walk the open road.
I'm Walter Bishop. Everybody calls me Chick. We live just within a mile of here, always have from the very beginning. We are at one of the most famous spots along Route 66 from Chicago to Los Angeles, at the Litchfield Skyview Drive-In Theater. They started construction here in 1949 in the fall, completed it in the spring of 1950, had their first movies in June of 1950 here. It was a state-of-the-art theater at the time and still is. It's the only drive-in theater, not just in Illinois, but along Route 66 that is in continuous operation from the time it opened its doors in 1950 till right now. And we watched them build these terraces with the transit. It was fascinating, and moving the dirt, huge amounts of dirt. Then underneath, this cable is some of the cable that is still left from when they, in 1949, when they buried this cable. It's the same cable off of this roll that is out there underground. What a maze of electric cable there, because it had to go to every one of these posts that you see. One of the claims to fame that has kind of fallen through the cracks about the history of this place, I think maybe the first tailgate party that ever took place happened right back there on the back road. We had a brand new 1950 Chevy pickup, half-ton, and the night before football practice started, we loaded that thing up, and I backed that thing in there so you could see the screen. And then about 50 guys from the football team that couldn't afford the 50 cents to get in waded across that swamp that, oh, it was mucky, and mosquitoes and snakes. But the only people that really had more courage than to do that were the ones that tried to sneak in the exit in their automobiles. And they would come creeping in, but the minute they put on their brakes, their lights would show up, and everybody over on that side would turn on their lights and start honking to get them caught, and the ushers would rush out there, and of course I think all they did at the time was make them come in the other way and pay. But people waited with anticipation. They were eager for it. A lot of them didn't know what it had, never been to a drive-in theater, but it sounded good. We had two great theaters downtown, but Fresina built this as a family entertainment center, a night out for the family. They had a patio, a dance floor on the patio, and people could come and sit there and watch people dance and visit, and it was just a wonderful place to meet and meet your friends and the kids to have a great time. Sit there, and these speakers that came in, and they hooked over the window, and you turned them on and you had the sound right there. Well, they'd get ready to leave, half asleep, drive out and take the speaker and break the window, one or two a night. Those things happened. And those cars would come barreling down over that overhead and whip right around here and run into a couple of ushers standing out there blocking the traffic on Route 66 so 750 automobiles could exit. There was never a wreck, there was never anyone hurt, but boy, there should have been combat pay for those ushers. As I think now about that, well, the history, the heritage, the traditions, the spirit of Litchfield, all of the great stories that still are alive and well make this a place. And as I say, they come from around the world just because we are in touch with the past constantly.